What's going on, everybody? Dave K here today, answering your question, where do I want to go in the future? What fun plans do I have? What kind of vlogs and trips sound like fun, potentially, for me in the future? There's so much to look forward to in the future. Let me tell you a couple things I am hopeful for and excited for to come in the future. One of my biggest things that I've kind of got on my mind right now in terms of fun variety vlogs I can share with you is I would love to do some traveling adventures. And I'm talking about long distance traveling adventures. I'd love to see Alaska one of these days. I feel like that'd be amazing to see. I'd love to do some Europe travel. You know, I've never really even been to Europe. I've never seen anything over there, so I'd love to check out some countries over there. How would you feel about a traveling all around the world vlog? A series of videos about me traveling to a variety of different places. I feel like that'd be super cool and super fun. I'm not planning anything immediately. You know, that can be really expensive, and you know, you gotta worry about that sort of thing. But right now, that's kind of what I'm thinking. What do you think about that? I'd love to hear your thoughts in terms of if that sounds like a fun adventure to you. Let me know in the comments below which of all these adventures sounds like fun. Since we're on the note, of course, of traveling adventures, I'd also love to travel back to a few of my favorites. You know, see some friends back in California. There's a couple great spots in California, both in LA and in San Francisco. Catch up with some friends, try some great food. In Texas, I'd love to go back to Texas as well and catch up with some friends there and see some of those sites and vlog those and share those with you. You know, I loved living in Texas for a good couple of years, but I wasn't vlogging at that point. And so to be able to bring you there and share those adventures with you as well. There's a lake that I love to float through. There were so many good, fun things to do in Texas. So to be able to go back there, visit some friends, and take you with me and share some of those adventures with you, you will see I do have some Texas vlogs on my channel, which is great. A New Orleans trip as well, which was awesome. But to be able to, again, continue to travel and share more adventures with you, I feel like would be super, super fun. Let me know what you think. Traveling adventures, both local, kind of closer, not super far, almost drivable, but not really, some local favorites, or some distant new places, super long, kind of overnight flights, that kind of thing. Let me know what you think. Another adventure that I would love to continue to share with you is, you know, I love to share those food adventures. You know, you've probably seen a variety of adventures from Chewy's to Payway. Whenever I go dining, Ohana, I've done a bunch of Ohana videos at Disney World. There's all kinds of great places to eat, and I've loved sharing dining reviews with you. So to be able to continue to try new places to eat, challenges with that are, first of all, I gotta watch out how much I'm eating because it's so easy to get sucked into it and eat it all and share those with you all the time. And then I kind of lose control and make sure I don't eat too much. Again, gotta make sure I'm not putting on too much weight over here. And then the other thing is it gets expensive. Again, it adds up to go out all the time, to get food all the time. But I'd love to continue to share eating adventures with you. And I'm trying to kind of plan through my list and say, okay, these are the places that I want to go grab food in the future that I think would be a lot of fun. And let me maybe plan out a time to do all those. Let me know what you think of that. Does that sound like fun? Would you like to see some foodie adventures? But definitely going to be planning on doing more dining adventures in the future. I love to share some deliciousness with you. And you know there's a lot already on the agenda from that dining lanyard I still have over at Universal Studios. Got to do that for Mardi Gras. So much to see. I feel like there's almost already another food and wine coming up, which is crazy. So we'll see, but definitely lots of food to share with you. So many places I haven't eaten yet. I really want to try Homecoming. The list goes on. The list goes on. So I'll stop for now, but there's plenty of foodie time to come for sure. Another place I'd love to be able to travel to and visit to, and again, travel gets expensive, so that's kind of some of the hesitation there, but another place I'd love to be able to travel to and see is I'd love to be able to head back home, back to where I grew up, that area, and be able to spend some time with some family and some friends. You know, it's always nice to be able to catch up with the roots, you know, got a lot of friends growing up from high school and that sort of thing. It'd be nice to see again. You've got the fam, be nice to see that, and check out some of our, again, favorite restaurants back in that area. You know, I do love some good food. I'm a foodie. And so to get back to some of those favorites would be delicious as well. But I think this is a big thing for me, is I like variety. I like new things. I love to travel around and see new places. And that's kind of, you know, something that gets me excited is doing new things and doing different and changing it up. And so hopefully you enjoy that with me as well. But that's kind of part of the reason I'm thinking through these things, and future adventures would be fun to go on. Just kind of excite myself, hype myself up, and also be able to make a future plan. See if we can maybe make some of these ideas happen one of these days. We'll see what things look like. Another thing I'd love to try is some new theme parks. I know a lot of you have mentioned there's a lot of interest in theme parks, definitely. We've done a lot of Universal, we've done a lot of Disney, and it can get expensive to have annual passes to too many different places, not to mention you got to make the most of them. So if you only have a couple annual passes, you can go to those two back and forth. Versus if I had a bunch of other ones, it would start to kind of get confusing and be like, okay, I'm trying to use them all. Where do I go today? I constantly go into theme parks. But there are a lot of theme parks that I still do want to visit. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. If there's anywhere in particular you'd love to see me visit. I know I've heard a lot of people, I want to say, have mentioned SeaWorld and some interest in checking out SeaWorld, and I've definitely heard good things about SeaWorld as well. So maybe that one will be coming up. I've heard they've got some good foodie stuff too going on in the coming, I don't know if they have like a similar to a food and wine festival in the coming months. I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard something along those lines, so that might be an option. Again, there's so many contenders, but again, it adds up to have so many annual passes to so many theme parks. That's kind of the tricky piece, and I'm trying to make the most of it. So maybe it's like, every year we switch off maybe we give up a couple tiers of one annual pass to get a whole nother annual pass or something like that. Or maybe one annual pass completely comes out, another one goes in. I'm not sure. But these are just the kind of things that go through my mind. And I don't even know if that'll be viable next year. Maybe because, again, you never know where I'm going to have to be based or anything along those lines. So these are all the questions constantly coming up. Makes it a little bit challenging, which is why I'm like, maybe I should go to more theme parks now because I might not have the chance later. But who knows? And that's kind of where I'm at. And that's why I'm like, okay, I got to do all these things. But at the same time, got to maximize what we're doing here in Florida while we have the chance. So you can see lots of fun activities popping through my mind and so little time. There's a lot of fun local things I'd love to check out in the area as well. And you may have seen my video on 15 fun free things to do in Florida. And if you haven't, you can check that one out as well. But if you have or you haven't, there's a couple other things. Is the beach. I'd love to check out that Upside Down Museum. Love to check that one out as well. Skydiving. I heard indoor skydiving is really cool. I'd love to check that out as well. There's so much, again, stuff to do in the area. Just kind of check out some of those local activities. Again, I touched on a lot of those interests, but natural parks as well. I've heard a lot of natural parks. Lake Eola is one that stands out. So a lot to see in the area, from museums to parks to beaches and more. We'll have to see what looks like is coming up soon, but those are all things on my mind, future adventures that I feel like would be fun to share with you. So I mentioned that I do like a change of scenery, change of pace, but I also like to do some more quiet activities as well. And you may have seen in the past, I've done some movie reviews or trailer reviews, and I do love some good movies. One movie I'm super excited for this year is The Minions. So I'd love to be able to check out The Minions and share my review of that one with you. And obviously, that's a big piece, kind of draws me to Universal as well, because I love those Minion characters. Great one. So definitely Minions 2 trailer, which just came out around that Super Bowl time. Definitely an adventure I'm super excited to go on in the future. I know it's less of something I'd be able to vlog. I would be able to share my thoughts and review with you, but definitely something I'm looking forward to in the coming year here. And of course, I love video games. Again, as much as I love a change of scenery, can always virtually change my scenery. I love playing so many different games. If you didn't know that already, now you know. I've got a whole nother channel, again, dedicated to gaming. You'll see that on the end screen, my YouTube channel dedicated to gaming, or you'll see it in the link in the description below. You can also find a Twitch channel down there if you're interested in checking either of those out for the gaming. And if not, I'm happy to share these kinds of adventures with you as well. And thanks for being a part of all of it with me. So happy to be able to share all of it with you. Another thing I want to dive back into and touch on a little bit more that I know some people have mentioned is kind of healthy stuff. Wellness, anything from Wellness Wednesdays to maybe even cooking and cooking healthy videos and that sort of thing. I want to make sure that I'm continuing to focus on that, and I know a lot of people enjoyed those videos. I feel like the format should probably change, where maybe it's not a Wellness Wednesday, but it's just like the occasional wellness video, where it's like, hey, this is a thought that popped into my mind. Here's how you manage stress, or here's how you create good goals. Those are a couple thoughts that I had for videos that I was thinking about making coming up. Let me know what you think about those, or if there's any other wellness topics you want to hear about as well. But again, I love those wellness thoughts, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves, staying healthy physically, mentally, and every way we can. So that's another topic that I'm definitely thinking about sharing a little bit more with you, focusing a little bit more on here in the new year. I know it's already February, but still thinking about fun adventures for this new year, if you will. And another thing I'd love to dive into, and again, I touched on this a lot in that other video with those 15 fun-free things to do in Florida, is I'd love to try and check out some of those things. I'd love to see new things in the area as well. As much as I love a change of scenery, I'd love to go out and see all that there is around me right now as well. Again, from those parks to those museums, the beaches. I've heard that Florida has some of the nicest beaches that there are, and I love the beach. Definitely love spending time on the beach. So I feel like it'd be nice to take some time, check that out, and be able to at least share my thoughts with you, if not a vlog of that adventure. It's just another thing that comes to mind. But really, really, you know I love Castaway Cay too, another place I love to spend time. So to be able to kind of find a beach a lot like that. And I've been to Clearwater Beach before, and I really, really loved Clearwater. Beautiful beach. Really, really nice look to it. So if I can find something like that and I can spend a lot of time there, I feel like that'd be awesome to do as well. Definitely something I'm going to wait till a warmer season for, because it's still a little bit chilly for me. Again, February here, I find it to be a little bit chillier, but definitely when May and that sort of thing rolls around, it's going to be nice. So those are just a couple of thoughts that come to mind in terms of adventures I'm really, really excited for in this new year, in 2020. Adventures I'm looking forward to sharing with you, potential trips to go on, or other activities, just thinking about vlogging, and again, sharing those with you. And I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Is there something that comes to mind for you? I've had so many great recommendations from friends here. Again, some that I touched on in that other video in terms of joysticks, is the arcade bar and that kind of thing. So many fun places in the area to check out, new theme parks, that kind of thing. Let me know if you've got something in mind where you're saying, oh, Dave, this is going to be such a fun time. You're going to love it. Let me know what you think, that kind of thing. So I'm all ears to hear your thoughts on that as well. And a couple of restaurants that come to mind for me while we're on the subject. Homecoming is definitely one I want to try. I've heard such good things. I got to check that one out in the Disney Springs. But there are so many others that I have to check out as well. And if you have any favorites, any recommendations, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you liked it. And if you haven't already, for more fun adventures discussing food, eating food, going to theme parks, and more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed. And until next time, play on.